All right, everybody, welcome to this edition of Yogalates. Let's get to our mats. As always, modify as needed. Listen to your body, listen to my cues, take things slow. Kneel down to your mat. We're going to start in child's pose. Make sure you can see me. Wherever you are on the floor, move your monitor around. Let's sink back nice and slow onto the feet and stretch the arms out real big in front of you. Take your head, chest down into your mat. Let's take 3 breaths on this first one. I'm going to turn that music up just a little bit. There we go. Stretching the arms out, reaching out through the fingers, driving the hips down onto the feet. Get as flat as you can. 2 more breaths. Always nice, big, deep belly breaths. In the nose and out the mouth, or in the nose and out the nose is more classic yoga breath. I like to take it all in the nose, blow it all out the mouth. 1 more breath. Good. Bring yourself forward just a little bit and slide that left arm out with the palm facing to the side. Thumbs up, karate chop, and let's push the chest down. Nice single arm. Lat stretch, reach out through those left fingers. Keep your right hand anywhere that's comfortable for you with the palm down. Push your chest towards the floor and just gently turn and look over your right shoulder. 3 breaths. And as we push the chest down, we're just carefully looking over the right shoulder, getting a great stretch on the lat, back of the armpit, all down the side of the back. 1 more breath. I'm going to slide right to the other side. Slide that left hand back. Slide the right arm out. Karate chop hands. Thumb up to the ceiling. Push your chest down and turn. Look over your left shoulder. Right here is where we're getting that great stretch. We're lengthening and stretching lats. 2 more breaths. Always working through our sticky points on the exhales. 1 more time. Let's do that 1 more time. Slide the left arm out as you drag the right hand back. Karate chop hand and our single arm lat stretch. 3 breaths. Keep working your way down. Try to keep your knees right under your hips roughly. Give yourself plenty of space to push that chest down. 1 more breath. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale, slide the left hand back. Exhale, slide the right arm out with that karate chop hand as long as you can get it. Then we're going to go right into threading the needle. So we're getting a really great stretch right here through the big lat muscle, even up into the tricep. Now, I want you to take your right hand, put the palm flat that's out in front of you, and we're going to slide that left arm through with the palm up. Thread the needle. Reaching out through that right arm, threading that left arm through with the palm up. Push your chest down and now twist and just kind of look over your right shoulder. 3 breaths. Really, really focusing a lot on the upper back, thoracic spine, all that musculature around the shoulder blades. Just take 1 more breath into it, really reaching out through both arms. Good. Slide that left arm back in, take it out in front of you where your right hand is, and let's thread that right arm through. Follow the exact same steps. We're reaching across as far as you can, reaching forward with the left arm as far as you can. And once you get there, just turn your head and look over your left shoulder slightly. 3 breaths. Really stretching the back of the right shoulder into the shoulder blade right now. 1 more breath. We're going to stick with our kind of spine and back theme for the moment. We're going to go right into our cat and cow. Come to table pose. Slide that right arm back in. Make sure your knees are right under your hips. Your arms are straight throughout the sequence, right under your shoulders. On your exhales, draw your stomach in, tuck your chin, look at your belly button as you Arch your back and round your shoulders as high as you can to cat. And when we go to cow, inhale. Lift the head high, extend the spine down as low as you can. Pull the shoulder blades back, but keep the arms straight. Here we go. Let's do 4 more cycles. Up to cat. Keep trying to get higher and lower through your cat and cow. Here we go. Release the cow. Move with your breath. Everything is fluid. Up to cat. Blow all that air out. Squeeze. Push into your mat. Feel that great stretch all through the back and spine. Release. Inhale. To cow. Precise movements with the breath. Here we go. Exhale. Cat. Keep trying to get higher and lower. Release the cow. Let's do 1 more of each, just for good measure. Last cat. Press into the mat and release. Last cow. Oh, perfect. We're going to do a mudra. Let's give the wrist a little break. Take your forehead down to your mat. Nice and easy. Bring the arms behind you. Keep the knees under the hips. Lock your fingers together as best as you can. Extend the arms as straight as you can and lift them up towards the ceiling. Pull the shoulders back. 3 breaths. Stretching the chest. Front of the shoulders. 2 more breaths. You want to add in a little movement. Keep lifting those arms up high. 1 more nice big breath in our mudra. Lift, pull the shoulders back. Okay, let the arms come down. Go ahead and sink all the way back into our child's pose. Stretch the arms out in front of you. Let's see if we can get a little bit deeper. Take the energy all the way back down to 0. 3 belly breaths. All the way out on those fingertips without letting your butt lift off of your feet. Always staying as deep as we can into our child's pose. Put that music down just a hair as some of these songs really rev up. 2 breaths. 1 more breath, melting as deep into your mat as you can. Really get those feet flat. We're stretching the low back and the tops of the feet and ankles in our deep child's pose. Okay, bring yourself up into table pose. We're going to do a heel press bird dog. Yes, I made that up. Step the right foot back. So here's our heel press. We're stretching the back side of the right leg, Achilles tendon, soleus, calf. Make sure your right hand is planted firmly. Take a big breath in and reach as high up and out as you can through that left arm. So look at that nice straight line we're making through the back right leg and the left arm. 3 breaths, driving the heel towards the floor, stretching soleus, Achilles tendons, calves, reaching the arm high, stretching the lats of the left side. 1 more breath. Let's give that right arm a break. Come into table pose. Inhale. Exhale. Step the left foot back. Reach the right arm high as you can. 3 breaths. Bird dog heel press. Great stretch. Abs are tight. Driving the heel towards the floor. Reaching high as you can. 1 more breath. We're going to do it again. Here we go. Inhale, table pose. Exhale, step the right foot back, left arm high as you can. 3 breaths. Always trying to work through our sticking points, always trying to get a little deeper and further into our stretches and poses. 1 more breath, reach. Inhale, table pose. Exhale as you step the left leg back, bring the right arm up. 3 breaths, last one. Press that heel back, reach up to the sky. 1 more breath. Okay, come into table pose, and then we're going to drop it down to what they call modified dolphin. From table pose, come to your elbows.
Then we're going to stick the elbows out in front of us as high as we can. Make a finger gun. We're going to go right into a tricep stretch. Just give the wrists, shoulders a little break. Remember, knees right under the hips. We've got the elbows out in front of you as far as you can, about shoulder width. We've made that finger gun. Push your head and chest down towards the mat, between your elbows and shoulders. Pull the shoulders back as you press your chest into the floor or as close as you can. Once you've gotten to your lowest place, you're already probably starting to feel the stretch. Very slowly pull your finger gun to your upper back or as close as you can. 3 breaths. Big tricep stretch. You should really be feeling that in the back of the arms, kind of into the armpit where the triceps connect. Let's take one more nice big breath into it. And release your arms down. Come back into table pose. And we're going to start walking the knees. So we've started to stretch that posterior chain out. We're going to take it up into our hamstring. Step the feet back one at a time. Dive the head down and let's walk our knees in. Down dog, walking the knees, or down dog heel presses. Inhale as you turn, bend one knee, take your head in towards your knee, press your opposite heel to the floor. On your exhale, stay fluid. Don't worry about moving with me exactly. I want you to always move with your breath. Inhale, twist. Exhale, drive the heel to the floor. Inhale, twist. Exhale, drive the heel. Here we go. 3 more breaths. And I'm just doing about 5-second cycles, maybe even a little less. You move with your breath. Whatever feels good for you, find your tempo. 2 breaths. Big stretch all down the posterior chain. Back of the ankle, up into the calves, hamstrings, maybe even the low back if you're getting deep enough. 1 more breath in our heel press. We're going to hover to cobra. Flatten your back out. Very slowly let those knees come down. Bring your head, chest high. Into high cobra, or always a good modification, low cobra on the elbows. We're still lifting the head and chest up, pulling the shoulders back, flexing your hips into the mat gently, abs tight, squeeze your glutes as you reach up. Get your legs as flat as you can. 2 more breaths, high or low cobra. Stretching the abdomen, hip flexors, anterior chain stretch now, the opposite of our heel press. 1 more breath. And of course, that was by design. Good. Okay, come to table pose. Step the feet back 1 at a time. Put them as wide as you can. Wide-legged, prone or plank. We're going to walk the hands back nice and slow. Let your weight come to your feet. Stretch your arms out as far as you can. Wide-legged downward, facing dog. 3 breaths. You should not be killing your arms right now. Your weight should be on your feet. If your hamstrings are too tight, bend your knees. Push your chest down. Reach out through the arms. Keep them as straight as you can, though, once the weight is on your legs. 2 breaths. Should be able to do this because we're going to do some windmills and sways in a minute. Weight is on the feet. Ooh, sorry for that big breath. Got to get the breath into it. 1 more breath in our wide-legged down dog. Okay, walk the hands all the way back under the chest. Make sure your toes are pointing forward. Let me scoot forward a little bit so you guys can see me better. And we're going to fold to the left knee. Take your hands as low as you can to your left leg. Fold deep into your left knee or as deep as you can. 3 breaths. Relax your head, chest down into your left leg and knee on those exhales. 2 more times. Big hamstring stretch. You should really be feeling that stretch. All on those left hamstrings. 1 more breath. Here we go. Take a breath in. Walk the hands slowly over to your right foot, ankle, or shin as low as you can grab without bending the knee. Fold into your right knee. Find your sticking point. And let's take our 3 breaths past it. And again, really stretching those hamstrings on the right leg, especially that biceps femoris, that big one on the outer side of the back of that right leg. 2 more breaths. Let's take 1 more breath, folding into your right knee. And I'm going to turn so you can see me a little better for the next 2. You stay right where you are. Make sure you can see me. We're folding to the right knee. Last breath. Good. Come back to the center. We call this tabletop. So we got the arms right under the chest. We got a nice flat back. We're going to sway it out and then go into our windmills. I want you to let your head come down heavy and grab your elbows so the arms and head are hanging heavy. We are firm in the legs. So we got a nice strong stance in the legs and feet, and we're going to slowly start swaying side to side like a pendulum through the low back. And we'll build them up as we go through them. If you need to soften your knees up, you can have a little bend in the knees. It'll help take some of the pressure off your low back. Move with your breath. Find that rhythm. Keep that mind-body connection as strong as you can as we go through our flow. 2 more breaths. Build the sways up as you go through them. 1 more breath. And our pendulum sways, really getting that low back moving, and come to the center. Good. Windmill. Keep your left hand right under your chest. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bring that right arm up. Reach behind you, keeping the legs straight. Try to not bend the knees. Turn your head, look up. Your right arm, palm is forward, and see if you can get those arms in 3 breaths. Trying to get a little further on each exhale. 2 more. 1 more breath in our big windmill. Take a breath in as you bring the right hand down, plant it firmly under the chest, and exhale as you bring the left arm up. Take it slow. Not unusual that one side is a little tougher with this particular stretch. This is my tighter side, which is probably why I just unconsciously started on the other side. It's my better side. We all do that. 2 breaths. Twisting, looking, reaching up through the fingers and back behind you on those exhales. Let's do 2 more. 1 more big breath, then we're just going to lay flat on the mat. Okay. Bring your hand down to join your right. Let's unroll the spine up slowly first. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Let's get the blood out of the head. Let's give the shoulders, wrists a break. Shoulder shrugs. We're rolling it out. Let's get some of that tension out of the upper back, traps, and shoulders. Call these cactus arms. We're going to roll up, big exaggerated shrug, open the palms wide, pull the elbows back, open your chest up. Here we go. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades. As you open the chest up, spread those fingers really wide. Big cactus arms in our shoulder shrugs. Abs are in tight. Move with the breath. 3, stretch. 2, open that chest up, pull the elbows back. 1 more time. Perfect. Let the arms come down. Shake it off. Step to the back edge of your mat. Have a seat any way you can. We're going to lay flat. We're going to move on here. We're getting towards the tail end of our time. If you can roll back, let's do a roll back. Unroll the spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Or go to your side if you know your back doesn't like that. And like I very often do, once we're flat, let's decompress, let's open up, let's go right into good morning. Reach back through the arms, reach down, through the toes. Everything's pulling away from the center of the body. 3 breaths. Getting as long and as flat as you can in our good morning. Two breaths. Keep trying to get longer. We almost just had a special guest appearance. Last breath. Good. Bring the knees into your chest. Push your chest into your knees. Squeeze your abs. Turn yourself into the smallest little ball you can make. 3 breaths. Hug those knees down as firm as you can. Wrap those arms around the legs. Turn yourself into the smallest little ball you can make. 2 breaths. Squeezing the abs. One more breath. We're going to do that one more time. I'm going to encourage you to keep your feet off the floor for the next one. If you know your back's not going to like that, you take the feet all the way to the floor again. Here we go. Inhale out to good morning. Feet can stay off the floor if you can, or they can go to the floor. Reach, 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 and exhale. Cradle the knees into the chest and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Inhale to good morning. Again, feet can be up or down. Getting longer each time. Exhale. Slowly bring the knees into the chest and squeeze the abs. Remember, precise, fluid movements. Inhale. Good morning. Exhale. Cradle, moving with the breath. We're going to do it one more time. Here we go. Last good morning, long as you can. Inhale. Stretch everything out. And exhale. Hug and squeeze. Turn yourself into that little ball. Relax your head. Keep the knees to the chest and massage your back and spine side to side. Let's take the energy all the way back down to 0. 3 recovery belly breaths, rocking in our cradle. 2 breaths. One more nice, big, long, deep belly breath, and we'll go into single lying hip twist. We're going to be going into our final cool down very soon. Extend your left leg down straight. Pretty much always do these towards the end of class. A really great stretch. To 90 degrees, right over your right hip. Put your right arm out to your side with your palm up. Take your left hand to the outside of that right knee, and let's slowly guide it over without letting your right shoulder lift. Find your sticking point. Really great posterior hip stretch into the erectors of the low back. All of this. You guys should really know your anatomy by now. Taking this class, we cover it all the major stuff. 2 breaths. Working that knee over through your sticking point. Reaching out through those right fingers. We're also getting a little stretch through the chest in front of the shoulder if you're keeping that shoulder down. Last breath, we're going to transition right to the other side. Just slowly bring that right knee back over your hip. Extend it down straight to join your left. Bring your left knee up over your hip, bent at 90. Left arm straight out to your side with the palm up. Reach out through those fingers as you guide that left knee over with your right hand. Take it slow. It's a great stretch. Very often get a little adjustment out of it. And remember, nothing past an 8 of discomfort was as far as the strain when we go into a stretch. Never pain. Modify as needed. Work within your range of motion and mobility. Let's take 2 breaths. Then we're going to go into our little shavasana. Take that. Oh, there's an adjustment. Take that knee over. Last breath into our single lying hip twist. Come back to the center. Extend your left leg down to join your right. Relax your arms to your sides with your palms up, wherever is the most comfortable. I somehow managed to wiggle my way down off of my mats. There we go. Okay, deep belly breaths, corpse pose. Toes are pointing out, heels are facing in. Relax your arms to your sides with your palms up anywhere that's the most comfortable for you. And close your eyes. Let's take 5 of the longest, deepest belly breaths you can, all the way in, every bit of air. And all the way out, every bit of air. Here we go. 4 more. Longer, deeper breaths as you go through. 3. Everything's getting heavy. 2 more big, long, deep belly breaths. 1 more nice, big, long, deep belly breath. Let all that air out. Bring your arms behind you. Stretch out real big. Good morning stretch. Wake yourself back up. Reach back through the arms, down through the feet. And when you're ready, open up your eyes. If you're able to, roll yourself up. And that is where we're going to end our Yogalates flow this Friday. Thank you all for joining me. As always, best way to start the day. This stuff is so crucial. Keeping the aches and pains away. Let me pause our recording. If you